Okay, so this is what I've been working on. This is Amiibo training, but with a new game. And it's geared so that the community can very easily make DLC, very easily send their trained ship SP players to each other, very easily host tournaments, and basically kind of form around this game. In Smash, we were working within the constraints of the Amiibo and within the constraints of Smash. We couldn't make our own DLC. Custom stages were not suitable for Amiibo training. Sending Amiibo bin files to each other was really, really hard, and to automate any sort of tournament, you had to hack a switch. Sort of a more engaging and more interesting version of that, okay? Obviously, this is a fairly generic retro space shooter type game. And then you've got like 5 other characters. You got standard, shotgun, spy, catapult, tank, and railgun, right? Each of them have their own projectiles. They have their own characteristics, their own shield amounts, their own shockwave amounts, right? Mechanically, each of them is different. The intention of this is for you to be able to decide, for example, I want to train a railgun. And I don't know why the railgun just sat there for no reason, but I want to train a railgun. So I'm going to go into training mode, which I'm not going to show you because it's going to crash on me. But let's just say that we'll just pretend that this is sufficient. And, for you to say, I want to train a railgun, and that railgun is watching you. It's got its parameters of AI for the things that it can do, and it will observe how you play to inform how it should play, right? Okay, I'm thinking I need an RNG modifier here because these battles are playing out almost exactly the same way every time. I should probably adjust spawn points, actually. So I actually just rebuilt the game engine for this from the ground up, and that's how I solved that in the original version, was by having different spawn points each time and random orientations when spawning. Unfortunately, I forgot to do that because I literally just finished rebuilding this game, like, yesterday. So it's in a new game engine, but the design of this is such that you can design a stage or a ship or a game mode just as a text file, just as a .py file, send it to someone, they can slot it in, and then they have the content that you just made. This is beta. This is really early in development. But imagine Smash Ultimate Amiibo training, and instead of waiting on Sakurai to release a new Amiibo or a new character, you just make your own. And you let's say you want to host a tournament, right? And you're like, we've got the default stage, which is what you're looking at. Sorry, I need to fix that behavior because it's irritating to me how they're always doing the same thing each time. You want to host a tournament, but you want a twist on it, right? And so, okay, you've got the default. Maybe you've got 2 or 3 sort of standard community custom stages that are going to get picked for your tournament as well, right? And then you're like, maybe I want a special one of my own. And so you make your own and you run your tournament on that. And you tell the people entering your tournament, hey, this is the stage I'm going to use, right? Or maybe there's a 7th ship that someone makes and people really like it and they tend to use it in their versions of the game. Well, you host a tournament where that 7th ship is legal, right? So you can have it's all in Python, right? So you can have like a community repository of this content that's not made by me, but it's there, and you can have your own meta based on this. You know what I'm saying? It's the same hobby, it's the same thing, but it's so much easier, and there's infinite variety possible for this. Okay? That's what I've been working on for like 5 months now. This is nowhere near development. My end vision is something like putting it out on Steam for very cheap or for free. I don't really know Steam's rules on that, how all that works. And then just like forming a community of community created content around this that people can just go nuts with. That's really the desire here. So anyway, that's what I've been up to. That's the future of Amiibo training, aside from something like Kirby Air Riders, which we don't know if it'll have it yet or not. So